What's up everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Chadderbox. So today is officially one day after the release of Borderlands 3, or 2 days if you're lucky enough to play it on Thursday. So we're going to go over some day one first impressions and give the game a good thorough review. So let's get down to the good, bad, and the ugly. The good. Number 1, loot. Loot is everywhere in this game. It's hard to say exactly if there's more than the previous titles, but the ease of looting containers also feels so much smoother, as well as finding loot in so many random places that encourage exploration. Every time I felt like I had found some hidden location or managed to Skyrim horse jump my way up a mountain, not meant to be scaled, I find at the top a chest. It's a strange feeling. It starts with amazement, wonder, feeling proud of myself, and then seeing a flag already placed on the summit, feeling a little disappointed, but then instantly realizing I was being rewarded and given a nod for my efforts. Many games reward you for exploration and adventurous curiosity, but some games go the opposite direction and set up kill walls and kill floors everywhere to punish you for trying to explore the world they had created. Not gonna name names or anything. Number 2, destructible environment. This was a very welcomed sight. I mean, it was a bit of a startle at first when I see my cover being shot to pieces, but of course, this meant I could do the same thing to them. Number 3, game audio. I have played all major Borderlands titles and never have I heard audio this immersive. The amount of creature noise was amped up, ambient noise was more dynamic, spatial sound was so accurate, I even heard a skag sneak up on me, which gave me time to quickly spin around and fire in time to avoid any damage. And the list of voice talent on this game is awesome and packed full of some great familiar and new faces. So far, it's what you would expect from a Borderlands title. Great voiceover as per the usual. Number 4, I love the new Gearbox logo intro. Gearbox. Number 5, driving feels so much smoother and more accurate. The vehicles drive like buggies and go-karts, easily maneuverable compared to previous titles where all the vehicles felt like tanks and, well, gas-guzzling SUVs. Okay, and now it's time for the bad. Don't worry though, I do not believe the negative marks will outweigh the positive by any means. This game is awesome and worth the buy. Number -1, live action Lilith. Ugh, what the hell? I mean, I love redheads so much I married one, but lady? You're kinda creepy. The previous titles accomplished this by adding shading and filters over the video in your head to make it more staticky and obscured. But this game puts live action Lilith right in front of you, emoting accordingly. It just feels strange, and as we can see from this subreddit, many people agree with me on this one. Number -2. So this one is about a new realism factor added in, but it's still a little too noticeable and strange. In previous titles, characters all had some form of exertion, noising, and efforts, and jumping and running, but in this game they took the exhaustion up a notch. Characters like Zane and Mose, for instance, can sprint non-stop but still sound completely winded after 5 seconds. Not to mention jumping and climbing, they sound like 60-year-olds with a bad hip. Other characters all have an increased amount of effort sounds also, which just sounds more out of place than we like. The game audio is great, but sometimes having too many audio tracks on top of each other can get very distracting. Number -3, bugs. Whatever, it's day one, we can't be too picky. The game was completely playable for me, but there were a few hangups that people have been coming across. Notably the no gravity bug, where people were finding themselves quickly thrown miles above the environment. It can be a nuisance for the unexpecting, but can also be a blessing for content creators who make a living off breaking through invisible walls to reveal hidden assets right out of sight. One very common bug that I noticed quite often, it was an inventory glitch that makes you unable to leave your inventory without changing tabs. This was on PC and it might not apply to console, but after going into your inventory and changing your weapons, you can no longer exit your inventory with escape, tab, or I, but must change tabs first to do so. Without changing weapons, you can jump in and out of your inventory with these buttons, but afterwards they become inactive. Again, small bug, not a nuisance, just noticeable. So that's about it for now. Overall, not much to complain about. The game was incredible and pretty awesome, and it seemed a lot more polished and smoother than the previous titles. But that's all for now. I gotta get back to Sanctuary and find those vaults.